I'm Acadia Kandora, and I'm a printmaker. My journey through art has been a very, it's had a lot of twists and turns, let's just say that. My grandmother was an artist, so when I was younger, I went to a lot of her openings up in upstate New York. I started with design because I'm really comfortable with working with computers, but I learned pretty quickly that I really like working with my hands and building things and having the idea of this, I guess, concept that you can make a physical object with. I find that so, intriguing. Then I had this back injury, and I couldn't really work with these heavy materials any longer. And I was taking a printmaking class, and I was like, oh yeah, I like this too. So then I started incorporating this design and sculpture, knowledge I had into making these prints. So this is a print that's still in progress. It's a 8-plate laser wood block. And once I get the plates, you can kind of see the progress of the colors. So this one has 3 on it, and it's on this cream paper. And I'm all about experimentation. So I try to print on multiple papers, and you can see how the image kind of develops as I go. So this one has 4, so we go from 3 to 4 to 5. And some of these are a little unrefined because I'm still working on colors. Like I like how this is very, has a lot of depth compared to some of these other ones, but I need to get a better ink application. So it's like one of those things where I'm stepping back and I'm looking at all of these and I'm trying to figure out what I like about each one and what I need to work on. And I think this is probably the closest, but I still want to change some colors in here. I really like to push myself when I make work. I want to see what I'm capable of and continue to push the boundaries of the medium that I've chosen, which is printmaking. My first large wood block, which is of this girl who I actually modeled after my little sister. I wanted it to be either almost like she's like this, kind of like the Gaia figure, or it could also be of this, it kind of has this twofold meaning, of this girl who's like longing, to be part of the forest but is stuck in the city. I like to think a lot about how things relate to each other, and in ways that most people don't think about. Like my most recent series was talking about how, natural things like trees and fungus and all these structures are actually a lot more similar to machines and this industrial, element than what we think. We normally think of them as complete opposite things, but they're really just these systems that have all of these moving and working parts. And I like trying to change people's perspective, of the things around them, all these little details that most people don't notice. I like to think about how we're more alike than different. There's something thrilling about getting covered in multicolor ink. I feel like I'm rowing a boat. There we go. I feel like making work puts you in this kind of Zen state where you're just focusing on the task at hand, and your mind goes to all these different places, but it's in a very relaxed, whether it's like carving a wood block or working on inking a plate. There's this relaxation, and I'm a very energetic person who has a hard time relaxing in general. So it's, I really like being in this zone where I can just like, it's almost like a kind of place.